I'm Freddie Hernandez. I go to Centennial High School. That's days, alright. As we honor the graduates and incoming class, it's important to remember that these are the leaders with a passion for serving, and no one knows this better than our next speaker. He has helped make the city of Johns Creek better and built the city for high standards. Please welcome the mayor of Johns Creek, Mike Bodker.
Tell you one thing that comes with newer high schools that is not an improvement. I love the fact that Centennial stairs are on the front of the stage. You don't have to go all the way around. It take 5 minutes to enter, so keep it up. Fulton County, you need to think about that in your next design. I also want to tell you that tonight is not special for me just because of the opportunity to address these great student leaders, but it's a great night because a little story real quick and a sidebar. My daughter was born 10 months ago last week, and she was born at Emory Johns Creek Hospital. I'm very glad that we had her at Emory Johns Creek. And Marilyn was not in town when she was born, the CEO of Emory Johns Creek. I have stopped by the hospital probably 6 or 7 times, pretty much once every month. And tonight is the first time she's actually met my daughter, so it was worth it just to make sure. I also want to take a second and thank all of our administrators, all the teachers, and everyone that's part of the school system. People ask me, why is Johns Creek such an exceptional city? It's a very simple formula. Great schools bring great people who want a great education for their kids. And that's what makes great cities, is having great citizens. So thank you for everything that you do to make Johns Creek and Roswell, we are saying in Roswell, the wonderful cities that they are. And for the parents who've allowed your students, who've gone through everything that you had to do to support your students through this program, I want to thank you, because it's your choice first to come live in this area, secondly to raise such wonderful boys and girls, and third to support them in the way that you do that just makes everything work. So thank you so much for what you did. For those that are in the class, wow, I am amazed year over year over year at the caliber of you in this city. It's absolutely amazing to me. I think what I was like in high school, and I look at what you're like in high school, and it took me till, I'm pretty sure, till graduating college to get to your level. So congratulations on the wonderful accomplishments that you've already had, and the many more that are going to come. I want to thank Freddie for the wonderful introduction. Thank you. You're already starting your leadership activities. I want to send you regards from Corey Davenport. I think she's the only council member who's not here. I know that Lenny is going to get by at some point before the evening's over. Lenny Zaprowski. Of course, we already acknowledged Jay Lynn and Stephanie Andres and Steve Rodman, our Mayor Pro Tem. So really, Corey just wanted to send her regards. She couldn't make it here this evening. 2017 marks our entry into the 11th year of life as a city. And it concludes the 5th year for student leadership Johns Creek. And we could not be more proud. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Ron. Ron came many years ago to me. I can't remember how long leadership is. How old is leadership?
9 years.
9 years? So 9 years ago he said, Mike, I have this crazy idea. Would you consider supporting this thing called Leadership Johns Creek? And then he came to me later and said, I got this other crazy idea. Would you support this concept called Student Leadership Johns Creek? And if you look at what both of these programs have produced, both in future leaders and in just lasting gifts to their communities, I mean, we would have been crazy to say no. So thank you so much for dreaming big and for making this happen. Irene, where did Irene go? Irene, thank you for everything that you do. Since you've taken over the program, it has only blossomed and gotten even bigger and better than it is. Thank you so much for what you're giving these great students and the months to come. That you may or may not know, this group has produced such great leaders as Centennial graduate Ashman Raffy. Ashman spoke to the council about a year ago about the importance of student leadership Johns Creek. I understand that Ashman is the valedictorian here at Centennial and has accepted a presidential scholarship at Georgia Tech. Engineering, because otherwise I wouldn't have any excuse for why you chose Georgia Tech over Georgia. Several of the students have spoken in front of our council in the past year, and we always look forward to their positive remarks. Heck, as a council member, we look forward to any positive remarks. Students were shadowing a variety of people, including Commissioner Lynn Riley, Commissioner Liz Hausman, members of city staff, journalists, lawyers, doctors, aeronautical experts, CEOs, and more. Matter of fact, one such student, Delaney Burke of Chattahoochee, kept going back to shadow Cherokee County District Attorney Rochelle Carnsdale, so much that they finally made her an intern and gave her credentials. Talk about leadership and tenacity. That we have some writers in the group that have already had their articles published recently, and I'm sure there's more to come. The class of 2018 did a senior tablet training in coordination with the sponsor AT&T at Park Place at Newtown Park. That's our senior center. That was a huge hit. They worked one-on-one with our seniors to help them learn their devices. And as a son of a senior who doesn't know how to use their devices, I just want to say thank you. Can you please teach my mom? Install apps and show them how to increase font sizes, etc. It was so wonderful that they plan to do this again. Students also worked with local middle and elementary school students to share leadership lessons. You never know how these types of mentoring programs and conversations impress young minds, so we encourage you to continue to talk with the younger folks about civic duty and what you've learned along the way. Class of 2019, there were over 200 applications for only 46 spots. Does that not say something in and of itself, that so many people want to be a part of this program? But more importantly, does that not tell you that are privileged enough to be in this program how special you really are? Let's say it again, how special you are. For the class of 2019, we expect big things. Am I looking in the right direction? The class of 2019, there we go. The class of 2019, we expect really big things from you. You've got a lot to keep up with, so look forward to your progress as you go through that. Each year, Leadership Program produces even greater results than the last as they leave behind some incredibly important work that our entire city benefits from. This is what makes Johns Creek exceptional. The leaders of today and tomorrow that create a lasting legacy that all will follow. Congratulations and my very best wishes on a bright and successful future. Thank you so much for the opportunity.